within the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. And the Gators will kick it away to start. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Motion from the back. He wants to throw it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Lincoln. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So the Florida Gators offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown.
Turning it on! Past the first down marker and still running. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1. All for the Gators. Stand up and holler. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
To the air on first down. Release to the back. Got his man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're
Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play. And I know Texas is known for DBs and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Across the 25. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Got it in the middle. It's Cherry. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock.
Oh, he's got some space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up the field before he's forced out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gators are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Going to try to get it himself. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
My I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Gators didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 4 over Tennessee. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the grab. It's Cherry. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on second down. Gets the back moving. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. Puts it out of the air. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And this is what's so great about play action. The run fake sucks those linebackers up, and it just creates so much more space for these receivers to operate. Beautiful execution by the offense.
Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up in this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it on the run. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Caught in the backfield. It's Lincoln. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to run it in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on that.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Gonna take a shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Unloads to the wideout. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. They'll run play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
Snags it over the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. grab behind the line. It's Cherry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark.
Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The throw to the outside is complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season. But they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just...
Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The Gators are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. The throw. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Unloads it left. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be down.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Longhorns come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Drag down. Liddell move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the play fake on first down to throw. And the timing just a hair off.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The give from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Longhorns in the hurry up.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're...
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground.
He pulls it in down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And that's the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. dropping back, not giving up the big play.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is ahead early inside Camp Randall, but it's not exactly Ron Dane out there running the ball. This game is a long way from over. They're up by 11 over Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker as Avent. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Touchdown Longhorns! And here they come, almost all the way back.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe go win this football game. Nice execution. And guess what? There's still time left on the clock.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. To the air on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Second down, they'll go to the air. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Caught close to the marker, it's Avant. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Now, defensively, we're just going one more stop. We know they got to score. We know they got to get the 2-point conversion, but we ain't going to let them score. Make sure you're staying a little bit deeper. Make sure you tackle everything in bounds. Let that clock run out. Get the heck out of here with an 8-point win.
Fires into the end zone. Picked off. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Gators! They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked